Hey guys, Mario here, and today what I'm going to do is show you how to do a simple header. And this is a really simple header. If you don't want to pay $20–$30 per header, this is probably the fastest way to create a header. As you can see, I have Gimp open. The first thing I want to do is go and hit New, File, New. Excuse me. The next thing, you want to pick your image size. So your width of your header goes here. Usually I'll pick 980 by 182 and I'll click OK. That creates a header canvas for me. The next step that I want to do is pick the color. You can pick the color here and you can get a bluish color, or you can create colors and add them here, or if you know HTML you can always add the notations, or if you just want to pick like a color like that and just hit OK. But I'm going to leave it the way I had it. And go into this little paint plugin icon, or hit the Shift B and click on it and just drop the color in there. Now, what I like to do is we can do a solid color, or we can pick a pattern, and you can pick the star field, and they have a bunch of patterns here. And I'm sure if you Google Gimp patterns, you can probably find them, and you can import them here. The other thing is, what you can do is open a dialog, and right here you can open pattern as an image and play with it, or you can choose from here. Let's say for example like this one right here, and just click on it and it'll give me something like that, or a little bluish thing there. But just to make this simple, I'm gonna do a gradient. A gradient is the other option. It's a blend tool. You can hit the L key or just click on this, and then you can choose from a selection of gradients that I have here. If I can let it scroll. Anyway, I'll just use my mouse. As you can see, you got front ground. You can pick two. You can do foreground to background. So, like say for example, I have this purple, and you want this background image, and you want to change it to something like that. You can click OK. Now I got both of those. So now the gradient is there, and that's FG to RG, FT to BG, and it's an RGB color. And all you have to do is hold down the mouse button from one edge, and just drag it across, and you see both colors are there. Okay, we're done with that. So the next thing we want to do is you want to grab one of your images. So let's bring this one in, and as you can see, it's too big, so you want to scale it down. You want to make sure that you're right on the center of this image. As you can see, there's a little hand that comes up. So if you just do this and grab it right in the center, then you'll be okay. And then click on the crop tool and go right in the center of the image. And let me open this up a little bit. You see it has all these square boxes in the corner. So just pick a corner and just drag it down. Now if you screw up, for example, and you make it too wide, you can just hit the reset key here, or what you can do is scale it with the two link. This is a link, so it links the width and the height. If you have it broken, then it'll only do one side. So if you just want to bring the whole thing over, you can just scale it down that way and hit. I'm gonna reset it because I like doing it by hand, but you get the idea. Let's do 125. See what happens. Okay, now let's go to the move tool. Let's move it up. Okay, well that's good enough. Alright, now we want to move this image all the way across. You can just take it and drag it across, but what I like to do is, after I have the height that I want, I'll click on this little box with little arrows as an alignment tool, and click on it, and just click on the image. Make sure the four little pick things so you can drag. You can hit shift, but what I personally like doing is just using the little arrows here and align to the right, and then we're done with that. So now let's grab the other one and do the same thing. Let's scale it down. Let's reset that. Okay, that's good enough. Hit scale. And let's grab it and move it over. This time I'll move the image myself, and I'll just align the head a little bit there, right there. Now let's say, for example, you want to flip an image. What I like to do is go, well, in a separate edit before I go here. Let's say, for example, I want to edit this image to make it look like it's facing the other way, and I don't want this one here. Okay. Alright. Well, let's keep that there for now. Let's grab this image and open it with Gimp in a new instance. So you can see I have it here. Go to Tools and Transform. No, there's a faster way. Image, Transform. If you go to Image and Transform and flip, it flips it. And then you can save it to another image, and that way you can just drag that one in. That way you can align your images the way you want it. So say, for example, you want this image here and you don't want that one there, and you want this one kind of like facing the other way, you can do that. I just wanted to show you that real quick. But for this case, I'll just leave it like that. Okay. Now let's say, for example, you want to put your own text here. What you can do is click on the little text icon and then pick the color that you want to use first. Let's go for this color, and let's make it a little bit lighter so the text will pop out. Okay. Now we'll just pick where we want it, and let's say this is Fairy Costumes, so Fairy Costumes, and click close. Another thing is, before you start, it's a good idea to pick your text, and they have hundreds of text you can choose from. What I'll do is I'll grab this one, do one layer at a time. So if you're doing one text, make sure you have the colors you picked here, and then go and change the font size, like 48. Then what happens is this: you're gonna have to drag this out a little bit. Let's see, there. Click close. All right. Control Z that. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Now you want to create another text, so we click right under it, and we type I don't know, fun costumes. I don't know, fun Halloween. Yeah, whatever you want there. And of course, you want to change that to a smaller font, so you want to put it at 36. And then you can type longer. You know, you could type your description here. I'm just doing this for just to show you how it would look. But let's see. Have fun this Halloween. I don't know, have fun this Halloween. Why not? Alright, let's move this out of the way. See, if it's too long, what you can do is just drop the font down to about 32. Okay. Alright. We'll grab our move tool, which is the M key, or this tool right here, and grab this right there. I want to make sure that you don't have a little hand, and then you can align it in which we want. Then you can grab this one. And as you can see, we got a little header. You know, it doesn't look that bad. So we hit File. Actually, we want to go Image, and let's flatten it. So you go to Image, flatten the image, and now it turns into one big image. Make sure you don't flatten the image until you're done, because then what happens is you can't really, it's going to grab everything. There's nothing you can do about it. So don't flatten it until you're done. But now it's flattened. Now everything is within the image. Now it's one full image, and you just go to File, Save As, and name it Fairy Header. And let's see, and you want to make it a JPEG, so you want to look for JPEG, JPG. Make sure it's JPG, not JPEG or JPE, because it just makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Quality, I'll just leave it at 100%. You can do 85. There's other features like you can do smoothing, progressive, and all that fun stuff. I don't even pay attention to that stuff, and I save it. Now let's go to my desktop and open up header test, and there it is. There's the image, and there's the header. Obviously, you can do a lot more than that, but you know, that's a fast way to create a header, and it doesn't look bad actually. Now, this is a pitch, and I'm just gonna let you know that on my blog there is a tutorial guide that I recommend, and it's basically $30, and it teaches you everything about Gimp. So, I mean, if you really want to learn this, that's a good way to do it. It only costs you, I think it's either $29 or $30, and it's a one-time fee, so it doesn't cost you anything. All right, you guys take care.